I'm Paul, the Happy Gilder. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm just going to cover the basic process of water marbling the back of a glass sign. So I've prepped a piece of glass here. Everything I've done to create this piece has been covered in a previous video, so I'll put a link to those up here, and there's also a link in the description. Water marbling is basically creating that marbled effect by taking advantage of the fact that the paint that you'll be using and the water do not mix. So when you put the paint in the water, depending on the type of paint, it'll have a reaction. Some of it will sit on it in a great big lump and you can swirl it around. Others will sort of dissipate and you can drag that around as well. But either way, if you're using one-shot paints or any sort of enamel, they're not going to mix. They might react differently to the water, but they certainly won't mix. So it's nice that you get different effects from the different types of paint. The one I'm going to be using today is a metallic enamel, and this reacts in a way that it almost blots. So you can get really subtle marbling with this, unlike if I was using, say, a kind of rich colour, that would go in as a blob, and then when I drag it, you would end up with quite a bold marble pattern over the surface. So all I've got to do to get prepped for this is I'm going to mask off the front of this piece of glass because I don't want to have to clean the paint off it. Once I've done that, I'll change the camera angle so that it's a bit better for watching how the water marbling works. So crack on. So I left that to dry on the radiator for a couple of hours and then just removed a bit of vinyl from the front, and this is how it's come out. I don't know if that's that visible at the moment because it still needs backing up with some black paint, but it looks good to me as it is at the moment. That's what it looks like from the back. Now there are a few gaps, and I think that's because when I submerged it completely flat. And there were a couple of air bubbles, so I could see when I pulled it out there were a couple of sort of areas that didn't have any marbling. So I did dip it back in, but there are a couple of blank spots. So hopefully that doesn't look too bad once I backed it up, but that's a lesson to be learned that you don't want to go in 100% flat, maybe just slightly at an angle and then sort of submerge it. So I'm just going to back this up with black paint and then that should be it finished. So see how it looks after that. And that's the whole process. So this is the finished piece, and I think it's come out really nicely, although not quite as subtle as I'd have hoped, but it's a bit trial and error with this kind of thing anyway. So the different paints you use will play a big part in what that marbling effect looks like, and also how many drops you put in. I think I might have put a few too many drops in for a sign of this size, but again, I think it looks good. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel and click the little thumbs up icon. And please share it with anyone else who you think might enjoy it. So, till next time, cheers.